Broadcasting from Hollywood, California, it's Grants Rants Hollywood Talk.
It's time to give thanks for this year's moments in pop culture, including what we are not thankful for. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is announced for some reason, and we're goofing on Oprah's favorite things. Grants Rants annual Thanksgiving panel starts now. Let the ranting begin. I am joined by one of my favorite panels for the Thanksgiving episode. I'm so excited to get into this, and it's so great to be back on the rants with you. I'm thankful for you guys for just listening. Thank you. From the podcast Adderall and Compliments, Annabelle DeSisto is back on Grants Rants.
Thank you. Hashtag grateful.
Welcome back. And you can see his film come in December 8th at the Chelsea Cinepolis. Is that correct?
Correct.
It's Tim Murdoch.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, welcome back to the Grants Rants podcast.
Thanks for having me, Grant.
This is your second panel, right?
I think it's my third.
Third? Oh, I really used you.
No. It might be second.
All right. And she's a comedian. You can find her over on AfterBuzz talking about the housewives we love to hate, the Real Housewives of Atlanta and Dallas, Erika Edwards.
What's up, party people?
Welcome back to the podcast.
Hey.
I'm excited for this panel because this is a good one. Everyone has a real opinion, as always. And, that's rule number one on Grants Rants. So let's get started without a moment wasted. I want to give thanks and start shopping for Christmas because I personally am so ready to get to the holidays. To me, it represents an escape and travel. The end of this year, I will not miss an ounce of 2019. So I'm totally in Christmas mood. I've got Christmas music playing. I'm not kidding. So I'm ready for this. Before we get into all that holiday talk, though, we have to talk about the big news coming out of BravoCon. Say what you will about that, but the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is coming to our TVs, whether we want it or not. Initial thoughts, Erika, go.
Okay. Now, I haven't seen any trailers, but as a former fan of Big Love, I am here for it.
Okay.
Sister Wives and Real Housewives combined. Who wouldn't love that? All of them in a separate house that's linked with underdoor tunnels. I mean...
So you're excited for it?
Well, yeah.
You'll watch.
Hopefully, we'll see. I have good imaginations. I don't know if their scripts will be as good as the ones I'm thinking of, but
right. I think maybe. It all comes down to the casting. If those are the expectations, they're going to have to really go there and cast people that are unique to Housewives. I don't know. We'll see.
If there were Sister Wives, that would shake it up and really make it fun. But I have a feeling, I don't know, maybe it's going to be really conservative people. I don't know, but we'll see.
Now, Annabelle, I don't know if I'm getting the same vibe from you. Is there any excitement around the Real Housewives of Salt Lake?
I don't know if Andy's letting his baby choose the next franchise of he puts a map in front of him, whichever the baby throws up on, that's what they decide. I don't know why out of all the cities to choose from, what's the most polite, besides Housewives of Canada, what's the most polite, kind, boring city we can go for?
Right.
I didn't watch Big Love.
I did.
Bill Paxton's great, but it's and coming from somebody who has Mormon length hair, where people think I haven't. There's sexy long hair, and then there's unhealthy relationship with the Lord length hair, which is what I have. So it's Mormons are very, very... I just don't understand how they're going to be able to do a Real Housewives if none of them drink. I don't... where they're
that would be drinking. A sobering show.
Where they're Shannon's on her third glass of sparkling cider.
I know. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah. And she's just addicted to to needlepoint. She really has. What are they going to talk about?
They've spun it where it's supposed to be the people that are hot. I hate this term, hobnobbing with the Hollywood elite at Sundance. That's what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Who those people are. I don't know who they are, but those are going to be the ones on the show.
Unless Robert De Niro was there, with Randall Emmett, his, film producer partner.
And isn't Sundance only one time of the year?
Yeah.
Right. So what else
I guess they'll film that one time of the year.
Yeah.
It'll be 3 episodes, but that'll be fun.
Tim, what do you think of this? Were you excited?
I'm excited.
Intrigued?
I like if they are, as you guys both said, prim and proper. It's always cool to see prim and proper people lose it. because it means so much more and the stakes are higher. So there is drama to be had. But I actually thought they were going to go for Chicago. Rumor was Chicago.
And I'm from Chicago, so I was like, yeah, this is Salt Lake.
Why
Chicago,
not? Why not? Now, what I've been saying for years, even before Dallas and Potomac came on the scene, was that they really should go to the Pacific Northwest. I don't understand why the Bay Area or even Washington, Seattle, like that's an uncharted territory
Seattle's
of the U.S.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I just don't know why they don't go in that direction. We don't need anything else on the East Coast. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea how to feel. My expectations are nothing. I don't know
my
what to
knowledge of
expect,
Salt Lake
so
City
who
is
cares?
not much.
I feel like it's going to be like the Kids Bop version of Real Housewives.
Ooh.
What are they going to hold?
I know. I don't know. To me, it seems now like it's silly, and it got silly for me when they brought in Potomac because it's not a household name that has the same allure as a Beverly Hills or a Miami. You know where these places are, at least.
Right.
So, Steve and I had to think, and I'm college educated, and even I had to think for a minute, where is this in the world?
What was the name of that Bravo show called Asprey and Ski or something?
Oh, Après Ski.
Thank you. Yeah. I think that's what they were thinking, maybe.
And we see how well that turned out.
Yeah, I don't.
That ski went as well as Sonny Bono skiing. Disaster.
I even forgot about that show. Yeah, because that was
Came
supposed to
and
be
went.
Everyone did.
that was supposed to be the below deck of skiing, right? Mm-hmm. Well, so much for that. Anyway, well, there's no current date for the premiere of RHOSLC. Oh God, it doesn't even roll off the tongue.
I do like Salt Lake City, like Salt Lake, and then Utah, spell slut. So it's like Real House,
We'll see. I mean, I think personally, my last thought on this, there are some housewife cities that do not get enough attention or are perhaps not in good creative shape that should be more focused on than getting into something new right now. That's what I think there are other shows that are dead on the vine, or shows like Poor Dallas that is the redheaded stepchild of Bravo that could really get some attention before we start reinventing wheels around other states.
I would rather them recast half the cities than add another. No, it's like...
Yeah, I mean,
I agree.
It's almost like they said the modern day soap operas. Back in the day, they were like 13, 14 soaps. So eventually what goes up must come down. I'll be curious to see in 10 years, where we're at, what's still left. Because
I like how hopeful you are that you think the world will still be here in 10 years. That's what I like about you, is that you are uplifting.
The positivity.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised we'll even survive the next 10 minutes.
But they, like you said, they never clean house 100%. They could revamp an entire show, put all new housewives, and they never do it.
We're so pussyfooting around Beverly Hills, and I can't go there.
No,
right
they
now.
need to extreme home makeover. Ty Pennington, which now it's Jesse Tyler Ferguson from Modern Family. Completely demolish it.
I reject.
Move that bus. Move that tourist bus and have a whole
I reject Jesse Tyler Ferguson. To me, he has no talent. But that's another story.
What's Jesse Tyler Ferguson doing?
Nothing.
He's the redhead from Modern Family. He's now the host of Extreme Home Makeover. They're bringing Extreme Home Makeover back.
I'm so pissed with Jesse Tyler. I can't stand him. Anyway, that's it. I got to move on because it's that time. Oprah's favorite things.
'Tis the season for favorite things.
The original Shark Tank, if you will, because she finds these items, whether they're useful or useless, and gives them a platform, and then they're overnight successes because she says so. But I don't know. We're gonna break it down. Now, again, let me be honest, because I've been lucky. I've had sponsors on the show. None of these products are here to sponsor Grants Rants.
What?
We're not trying to do that horrible segment on the View Your Deal where they trick you into oh, we're going to hear about, this hair straightener, but really they're a sponsor. These are not sponsors. This is just what stood out to us, the good, the bad, and the in-between. So let's take a look. This comes from the December 2019 edition of O Magazine. Oprah dressed in nothing but a oversized red bow. Did you see this picture?
I didn't know
one of those bows for cars? On
Yeah,
Christmas?
exactly. That's that exactly.
So she's naked?
It's like a white piece and then this huge bow, larger than life bow that she's in.
Now I want to see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's eye-catching. And there are
And all I'm thinking is her weight must be down.
And, there's filters and Photoshop.
Exactly. Photoshop is
There were 81 items on this list, and do not worry, we are not going through all 81 because it is not worth it. And not only that, there were a few Amazon ads in there that counted as items on this list.
I saw that. That's funny.
I'm like, nope, you're not fooling me. So let's get into it. I'll kick it off with we're going to go through a few, again, and these can be things that we're interested in, maybe a practical gift, also something that we would never, ever want. This is something that I think is ridiculous, and it's not practical. Sheer genius, number 3 on the list. This is what she says. The word according to Oprah, we know she didn't write any of these. I know. She said, when you wear your favorite sweater so often that it gets covered in pills? I call them beady balls, and I am not a fan. This powerful lint shaver, which charges via USB port, so there's no fussing with batteries, will make your well-worn knits look smooth and new. So it's exactly what it is, a fabric shaver that you plug into a USB port.
We had one growing up. Yeah.
In a USB port?
Not the USB part, but we had one of those things to get the little farples off your sweater.
Yeah, but was it electric?
It was exactly like that, just a little different. But yeah, I used to use it. But then now I think, why would we wear this sweater to begin with? You mean, just throw it away and get another sweater?
Yeah, but so it was electric? Or
it was exactly like that. Yeah, it collects the little balls.
So this isn't even anything innovative.
So basically, Oprah stole your list.
Well, I mean, we had it in the 80s. I was obsessed with, I lived in Ohio. We had it growing up. So it's you had this thing to get up this little thing. Because if you wash the sweater, it's those little, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hung up on the fact that it's USB because I have so much crap to charge. I have so many items. It's ridiculous, especially with work. It's 2 computers, an iPad, a phone. I am not ever going to be worried about charging up my lint brush or whatever it is. Well, a lint shaver.
That was my thing. I mean, why would I spend $50 on this when I could get a lint brush? So that's the part that I found confusing.
That's true. It's $50.
Yeah, $50. Almost everything. I was like, oh, this is cute. And then when I look at the price, I'd be like, no.
When a sweater gets to that point, isn't that saying hey, the sweater's done?
I think
right?
so.
I don't know.
I mean, if you have money for a new sweater.
Right.
But if
Oprah does no money.
I say, Oprah has ever worn a sweater twice in her life. She literally takes off and the laundry hamper is just a trash can or one of the 7 assistants. Here it goes, and it goes down the line.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. If you can afford $50 for this, then you can go to Macy's and get a $49.99 sweater on sale. Yeah. Merino wool, you know what I mean? They're there, and they're on sale now, so I don't want to hear it. No. That's, to me, I'm just turned off the fact that you have to another thing to charge, and it's not even something very practical. Mm-hmm. Just for the occasional lint or what do they call them? She says pills, beady balls. No, I'm rejected. No, moving on. I can't handle it.
You're like, I'm out. I'm out.
And what's next on the list? Annabelle, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm talking about Andy Cohen's BFF, Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh, please.
The fashion icon that she is, she has come up with a backpack, and it's called the Transformer. And it's $245, and it's a backpack that you can wear 5 ways and also a clutch. So
and a clutch.
Basically,
a backpack and a clutch.
She's making it seem like it animorphs and transforms in front of your eyes, Michael Bay style, into these different No, it's just a backpack that you can wear. I mean, we all went to school.
A backpack.
You wear it on your, on your back if you're a nerd, and then you wear on your shoulder if you want to get scoliosis like me. It's it's not a special backpack, and then it's just an attached clutch with the zipper, and it's $245. This isn't even JanSport level, and it's just a black.
Yeah, I'm looking at it here. It's black, and then it has a strap that's a combination between a yellow and a puke green. It's not an attractive color. It's not a bold red.
Michael Bay has done more for helping women than this backpack will.
Oprah brags on the website, Sarah Jessica Parker herself showed me how much she can fit inside, and even Mary Poppins would be impressed. I'm so turned off. I'm so turned off.
SJP and Oprah do not even use that backpack. No. I'm just saying.
It's homely. No. Erika, what do you have on there?
So I'm trying, now I feel bad because I feel like maybe the thing that I really liked was an ad.
Oh, God, did you buy the backpack?
I didn't see it.
Ad?
No. The Picasso paint by numbers. Because I'm not into the coloring book for adults.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like you could just get a free coloring book for a kid and you would be calm and it would be cheaper. So now the paint by numbers, I'm still confused because, again, Oprah, I know money's not a thing to you, but that, again, is $42.
See,
I mean, that's almost a therapy session.
You go to the 99-cent store, you get a coloring book and some crayons for $2.
Exactly.
And the way that I look at it, too, so like $42, like, to me, that is the gift. So, like, you know, I'm not spending any more than that on individual people. You know, your people have a lot of people to buy for, family members, kids. So, like, now you're just handing someone that, an adult paint-by-number kit as the gift. And it's what kind of gift is that? Like,
it's a shared gift, and we're like, okay, well, each person gets to paint one number. Choose your number, and we're all going to...
That, to me, is like, if somebody handed me that, I would be thankful, but also I would give it a side eye. Is this a re-gift? Because that's something that people really are. No one's asking for.
That sounds like a re-gift.
That sounds like a gift where, you know that little game where you pass the numbers around, and then if you don't like your gift, you can snatch somebody else's gift.
Elephant.
That sounds right, exactly. That sounds like a blind elephant gift that you'd be sad that you ended up with.
Yeah. Number 25 on the list. Did you see this? At your service, island trays. A mail and a magazine holder, an iced tea delivery system, come on, a miniature coffee table. These leather-handed woven willow trays with a glass insert can meet any of your home's flat-bottomed needs. Originally from $60 each. These are like woven trays that you would find at, I think, a yard sale.
I would say Target. But
I thought it was an ad for World Market when I was scrolling through.
I think this is the most least exciting or special original piece on this list. This is something I wouldn't pay. Really, if you were at an estate sale, they would probably go for 50 cents each because they look so cheap. But they're 20% off, keyword Oprah.
I know that, like, I feel like I'm bashing Oprah, but I feel like she probably gets breakfast in bed, and she's like, oh my God, those trays would be great. But I mean, like,
I feel like her gardener wouldn't even, like, look. He would look at those and be like, no.
No,
like,
I really don't care for these. I think these are really attractive.
I feel like she has an intern someplace who's making this list up.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I was like, I don't even think she would, like, allow this in her eye line. Also, the tree book.
The 80
that was the worst. I think out of all of it,
book.
That was goop level.
Yes. A 421-page love letter to trees.
You know what's a real love letter to trees? Not killing trees to make this stupid book.
Number 36 of 81. It says, this is a bartisan. It says, this is the one that got me the most. She said, I'm lucky to have my house manager, Eddie, mixing fresh cocktails for me, but this mechanical bartender is a great backup. Fill the canisters with your favorite spirits, pop in a flavored capsule for drinks, and margaritas and old fashions, and you'll be sipping pretty in no time. $350, but the humble brag about the house manager there with the tray for you is a little much. It's a little extra. Not relatable.
Not at all. However... There is something on Instagram, I don't know what it's called, but it's only $2.25 because I have clicked on it twice, and so now it stalks me throughout the internet. But I was like, ooh, this is just like a Keurig, but for alcoholics, and it is very cute. But yeah,
if I had an expansive kitchen, I wouldn't say never. But I mean, there's nothing happening in this kitchen, so it's so damn small over here. Now, here's what I want to know: Piccolina Trailblazer portrait tees, iconic women in fields, different careers, spring to life in these tees. So it's shirts for girls, I guess, and it has like Sally Ride is on one, Ruth Bader Ginsburg is on one. Who would we want to see on these
Luann's.
Yeah. Powerful woman, yes. I agree.
Whatever.
Vicky Gumbelson.
I want Cardi B on front and Nicki Minaj on the back. That's my t-shirt.
Yeah, I need a little bit more.
I need Ramona's. And like, you don't support other women if you don't get this sweater. Sorry, if you don't want to wear Malele on your sweater, I don't know.
That is perfect. She's like the perfect person to have me on one of these shirts. And she'd take it so she'd be like, this would be an honor for her. Never mind.
No, she'd be like, why aren't I on a shirt?
Like Lori Loughlin say, I'll do anything for my children.
Yeah.
Those are the shirts that I want to see.
I'm rich. I mean, how you can honor those women is pay them equally. How not to always put them on hideous sweatshirts.
That's true. If anyone wants to check out this list or purchase anything, you can do so on Oprah.com and Oprah over on Amazon and all these places. So there you go. Stay tuned because we're going to come back in a minute. We're going to go through pop culture over the last year. What are we thankful for? And more importantly, not thankful for. It's going to start a big conversation. Stay with us.
You're listening to Grants Rants. Subscribe and spread the word. There are a lot more rants to come. Listen anytime on all major podcasting platforms. And now, back to the show.
And we're back on the rants talking with Tim, Annabelle, and Erika. And let's get into some of what we're loving and hating in pop culture. But first, I want to say thanks to my Patreon subscribers. It's like we just passed like happy National Patreon Thank You Day. Very thankful for everyone supporting me over there. I have a great extended conversation about the Real Housewives of New Jersey up there with Granny June. And we got 2 new things that pop up every month. And then in the new year, I'm going to put my focus on this Grants Rants YouTube channel. It currently exists. It needs to be updated. So I'm going to try to like put some more energy into that because it's just like another platform. And, you know, I want more stuff out there that people can enjoy. From
also,
rants.
you're so facially gifted. It's like a shame for you to be like behind a microphone.
Well, I don't know about that.
You don't have a face for podcasts.
Let's get into
So good.
Let's get into what we're thankful for in pop culture. Let's start with a celebrity and or celebrity couple. I'll start just because it's easy. For me, I am thankful for Britney this year. Britney Spears, her boyfriend Sam. So there's the couple if you want to list that. It's been a rough year for her. We started off 2019 with the Domination cancellation. There's been a lot of conservatorship drama. Her father attacked one of her sons. There were all these lawyers involved with the conservatorship. It goes back before a judge at the end of January. She's had a really, really rough year, and I'm thankful for her nonetheless.
I love that you love Britney.
Yeah.
I think, because like, I honestly get all my Britney news from you.
Well, that's funny you should say that because very few people are reporting this story. It still drives you crazy, but it's unfortunate. But yeah, Britney's for me. Anyway, who's next? Erika?
I do really, although she has no new music, I really, really love Rihanna. I feel like she's my fashion icon. I love that she has like this whole, makeup line. I do wear her foundation and it represents women of color. I like the fact that she kind of gained weight, but she wasn't pregnant and she kind of was able to get a little bit thicker and was kind of able to ride that out. And I think she's still thick. I don't know. Then she was dating a billionaire boyfriend. Then she was kind of like, I'm over Drake, but I guess they cool again. I mean, I just like Rihanna, and and she's kind of like, okay, I know Chris Brown beat me up, but whatever, I'll speak to him on the street. So I just like her overall, and and I'm thankful for you, girl.
I've come to enjoy Rihanna in the last couple of years when she kind of pulled back a little bit because I feel like she was always putting out new music in my face a lot, so I was a little burned out. But now that I had some space, I'm back enjoying her again.
Yeah, I'm enjoying her kind of like as an adult person. Yeah, because I feel like she's like, okay, I'm a businesswoman. I'm doing this. I don't have time to play games. I'm dating a billionaire. I'm doing what I can to make my life what I'd like it to be. So I respect
that. Dating the billionaire, that's great.
Yes.
Yes. Annabelle.
I am thankful for my favorite celebrity this year. She has been many years, but especially right now, she's really having her moment, is Wendy Williams. How you doing?
She is having her moment. She has come through it.
She has had her single girl summer. And Wendy, I've watched her since her sneak peek. So I've watched her for years. I've gone to the show 3 times. I saw her do stand-up. I've gone to her book signings.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, I'm a Wendy stan. I love her. And she's like, are you from... She asked me if I was from Jersey, and I just said yes. I'm not. But I'm so embarrassed of being from Florida. I'll take being from anywhere else. And she's like, you look very Jersey. I'm like, oh, yeah, thank you. But it's like she has survived this year, and she's come out on top. And also, she's doing a lot of advocacy for cats because she adopted 2 cats. Oh, yeah. Even though the audience at first booed, which I don't know why cats, it's like the only acceptable animal to boo. It's not okay. I was just going to say my favorite celebrity couple would be Emma Watson when she came out and said that she is self-partnered, which is how I'm going to describe my love life to my family at Thanksgiving. I'm going to say.
Oh, wow. I wonder if she, several years ago, this young black woman married herself. I wonder if she's.
Oh my God, I remember that story.
I remember it was like the weirdest thing. And I was like, black women, we always have our struggles anyway. Now we're marrying ourselves. And then I was like, and why we got to buy her a gift? Like, why do I have to do that?
I remember that story.
That story was like the weirdest and the worst. Yes.
Lord. Yeah, I mean, I guess I've been married to myself then for the last 11 years because there's nothing happening.
Yes, Erika has been happily married, and my anniversary is July 12th, so feel free.
I'm like, I've been unhappily married to myself for 30 years. I want a divorce.
Oh, snap.
Celebrity couple or celebrity you are thankful for?
I guess my favorite couple is Shane and Emily on Orange County. Just kidding. They're the worst. They're so sad. I'm actually hoping they get divorced.
The most unhealthy relationship on TV.
Oh my gosh, right?
Let's move on to what TV show we're thankful for. I am thankful for this year I discovered 90 Day Fiance, and it's changed my enjoyment of TV.
I think it saved my life.
I've really enjoyed it. It's just been a new level of TV. It's kind of going back to like when people were nobodies and they live in the middle of the U.S. and they're not trying to be influencers. They're not trying to reinvent the wheel. It's like they're just there. They look like idiots. They don't know it. They're not that self-aware. Some of them play the game, but not all of them. And I just think it's really good reality TV. And speaking of reality TV, as a honorable mention for what I am thankful for in TV, I have not forgotten Celebrity Big Brother this year with my girl Dina. I paid for the live subscription. I watched throughout the night. That made my year.
Is it?
So I am still Dina Lohan.
Dina, okay. Yes. I didn't know if it was Dina with Grandma Wrinkles, which Dina you're speaking of.
No, I still have no opinion about that Dina. Ugh. I'm talking about Dina Lohan, and that show, that just gave me so much joy all through the winter for all 4 weeks that it was on, but I was still grateful. So
she lasted a long time.
She did. I enjoyed
under
her.
the radar.
Every night of the week she was there. I don't know what she was on, let's just say, but anyway.
I feel like she probably spent more time with that family in the Big Brother house than she ever did with her real family.
Oh, snap.
Facts only.
Allie
here
Lohan should have tried to join the house so she could meet her mom.
Right? Oh my God.
All right, Erika.
Okay, so oh my goodness, I do also love special shout out to 90 Day Fiance. And it's funny because we'll talk later, but I am influenced by my TV shows. So I did try to find me a fiance on my vacation, but no. Okay, so
I like it.
I love it. Okay, so my favorite shows I'm grateful for would be because I was on the AfterBuzz panel for Barry. I love Barry. I mean, something about a killer taking acting class. I mean, it's just I'm there for it. And then and I also liked Killing Eve. I'm a dark person, but I really also liked the show on Amazon, Fleabag. I loved it because she's kind of like hoeing it up, but then she has her little side comments, which is so me because you're like in bed with the person, you're like, oh, this is the worst. I feel nothing, and I just wish there was a camera there so I could tell the audience, like, nah, he looks like he's doing something, but he's not doing anything. So Fleabag, I'm loving.
I heard, because didn't it win a bunch of awards?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's a comedy, and I think she wrote it and stars in it, which I always love someone who's writing and starring in their own stuff. And she actually is the writer or whatever behind Killing Eve too. So maybe I'm just feeling her right now. But yeah. It's very good. It's very good.
Annabelle?
This is not a funny situation. The show I'm loving right now is Big Mouth. I know it just seems like I have a fetish for cartoons. Big Mouth on Netflix. Huh. I know most people are very anti-cartoon. I was not quite, because I know it's kind of like The Masked Singer. I know BoJack Horseman is a thing. I know nothing about it. I have no interest in being involved in it. Same thing with Rick and Morty. No. So I'm not a cartoon person. Right. But it's Big Mouth has Nick Kroll and John Mulaney and almost all of your favorite comedians.
I know how much you love John Mulaney.
It's so well written and it's so funny
and filthy
and it's disgusting. I am not. I hate bathroom. I hate normally I get so uncomfortable with that. I should be in Real Housewives of Salt Lake. I'm so uncomfortable with sex and even my own. I don't even want to have sex with myself. So I could not marry myself. Or I should, because you stop having sex when you're married. So maybe I should do that.
yeah.
But Big Mouth and The Politician also on Netflix.
Good one.
Oh, okay.
Is very very funny.
Bold and the Beautiful, obviously, and I also Dead to Me on Netflix with Christine Applegate and Schitt's Creek. I know it's cliched, but
people love that show.
Yeah, it's great.
It's good.
So let's move on to either an album, song, or artist that we're thankful for. I'm actually really excited about this one. I love Lil' Kim. She put out an album this year, 9 songs. It's called 9. To me,
so creative.
To me, she's the only real female rapper, and I love Cardi B as well. But I mean, I have no love for Nicki Minaj. I think that she's talentless and not a rapper. I love Lil' Kim. I loved her forever. There's this one song.
Did you watch her show?
Barely. I mean, I love her, but to a degree. And then so this new song she has out, it's called Found You. It's really cheap and cheesy, with the City Girls are on it, and I'm super thankful for them too, because I just love them. To me, they've brought back female rap in a way that's just so real and just a throwback for me, and it's such a great escape. I loved this album, and I love Lil Kim. I'm just on like a real Lil Kim kick right now. So.
Ooh, cool beans. Well, along the same urban flavor. Again, it was a struggle. But so I love Megan Thee Stallion, because who doesn't like someone who calls himself a stallion and they're like super tall and whatever. So I love that. And then, it's a hot girl summer and hot girl winter, or hot girl whatever you want it to be in your life. And I actually also put on there like special mention to the City Girls, because I guess I was just, as much as I kind of like Cardi B's stuff or whatever, I just felt like, oh my gosh, Cardi B and Nicki were just draining my energy. They were sucking the soul out of music. So it was nice to kind of see some fresh faces, make some fun songs you can dance to.
I agree.
So this is the only new person I had was Lizzo, but now even that is like tainted, because her Postmates delivery person is suing her, and I think the Postmates delivery person deserves the money.
Yeah, because she took pictures of this person, right?
Lizzo tweeted out like, my Postmates person ate my fries, or my Postmates person didn't deliver all my food, but she posted the girl's picture, and now the girl has gotten like death threats and all this stuff, and I'm like, Lizzo, you are like everyone's queen. You can listen. I ordered Postmates three times in a row in the same night, because like I had problems with like, so I just didn't.
Lizzo,
I didn't love that.
I like her, but the music is really overplayed. There's that Walmart commercial, and people who watch YouTube, you know what I'm talking about. It's that one song that's just good and catchy, but it is being burned through so fast, and it's just too much. It's a lot. It's a lot with Lizzo right now.
Too much too soon. I'm challenged in the music area, but I recently discovered two groups, and they're probably old. It's called Girly Boy. Anyone? No. Okay. And then the other one is called The Petals. It's the very last song in the Netflix movie called The Perfection. It's such a good song. I listen to it on repeat.
Oh, I'm not familiar. Okay. There's so much out there, man. It's so hard to keep tabs on what's new. I listen to a lot of like new music playlists, and even I'm like, I don't even know I've never heard of these people. They have 3 albums out. Like,
right. I have no idea. If Billie Eilish was my Uber driver, I would not know. I don't even know if that's how you like say her name. I'm like, I'm sorry. We grew up on like dirty Christina Aguilera music videos.
Exactly.
You expect me to respect that? You expect me to like this person? No. No.
I like it.
I agree.
All right, let's get real. Not thankful for. This is where, this is easy for me. Let's get into it. A celebrity or couple. Well, I don't have a couple, but I will say I don't care for Nene Leakes. All year I've ripped into Lisa Vanderpump. I can't stand her. And, you can rewind the tapes. I'm not going to get into everything, but I have no interest.
Bring out the tape.
I have no interest in LVP and all the games she's played with the press to try to show that she has spin-offs that have still never happened. I'm not interested. And then I will always give an honorable mention to my least favorite person ever, Barbara Walters. Easy. The longest running feud. Don't start. Please. I can't even get into it. All right, Tim, go ahead now.
Yes.
I guess Emily and Shane. I think Shane, I love Emily so much because she's from Ohio and she's on Orange County, but Shane is just the worst. So I just want her to get divorced. Yeah, this is OC. So Shane, the husband to Emily, is just the worst. I'm not thankful for him. I want him to get his comeuppance and not to be political like our president.
Shout it out. Say it like you mean it.
Very true.
Yeah. I am not thankful for Teresa.
Yeah. Okay. Teresa Giudice.
Between Teresa and, they're not even a couple, as we all saw on that Watch What Happens.
It's so passive.
But between them and Kim and Kroy Biermann, Kroy, I cannot take it with his his eyelash extensions and the fact that Kroy wears as much foundation as I do. No, I am not interested. I am not when Andy asked her if she was pregnant, asked Kim Zolciak if she was pregnant on the Watch What Happens. That was one of the most awkward things ever, because she did have it's not me but
No.
She's wearing a
She
like
looks
tight.
pregnant.
She was
She
wearing
did
a
look
tight
pregnant.
black skirt, and he was like, "There's lots of rumors on the internet that you're pregnant." And she's like, "I don't know. Do I look pregnant?" And like half the audience was like, "Woo!" cheering that she did because they thought she was pregnant. And she's like. And then the look on her face, you could tell, like, oh, she is not pregnant, and she did not expect that response. Like, she's like, I, decided not to go with, like, the third pair of Spanx. I was like, I'll double up, and it'll be fine.
Kim needs to retreat from television because in the appearances of late are just not good for her. It's just not working.
Teresa just makes me so angry watching her.
Yeah.
Well, she's putting in a new pool.
Yeah, in the middle of like January.
That brown house. I mean, the only thing I like about Teresa is that's how I met Grant.
Yeah, that's true. Through New Jersey Housewives. Yeah. Erika.
Very true. Okay, so so many people. Okay, so first of all, it's
not thankful for.
Kind of black would be all things Kardashian, or people who sleep with blacks. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, all things, all things Kardashian. So specifically, like, I'm Kim and Kanye out. Like,
I agree.
Anyone who has KK as their initials, I'm done with them. It's a wrap. And then I guess people have been talking about this a lot lately. April and Fizz from B2K, that whole thing. I'm not. I'm loving Hip Hop Hollywood. And then, honestly, I'll save it for TV shows because Basketball Wives is also down at. I'm so not thankful for that. But go ahead.
So for TV shows or films that we are not thankful for, it's not that I'm not thankful for the Real Housewives because they are a good escape. This year has been, I think, a tough year for Real Housewives shows. And I'm not thankful for some of the decisions that have been made on these shows. For me, I think Real Housewives of Atlanta is as fake as ever. I think it's beyond contrived. What do you think, running the show over at AfterBuzz?
Well, I will say this. Although there may be some fakeness, honestly, like, did you see the last season? It's like so much better, I feel like. And I was never a big Kenya Moore fan, but we needed something. And so at least now it's still a little scripted, true enough, but I'm liking it better. I think they're trying to kind of bring it back because I think the last season was just like a snoozer. Right. So it does seem to be a little bit more interesting. I will give it that for sure.
OC Housewives has always had lackluster seasons, but this one isn't great. The cutting off of Vicky was a really dumb decision, and I'm not thankful for that at all, but it just shows to the state of the show. I think it's ridiculous. The Real Housewives of Potomac, it was good, but they shot the show 10 months before it aired. Like, that was a dumb move. Like, I'm not thankful for that. That threw me off. Dallas is a slow season, and I'm not really enjoying it, to be completely honest with you. It's not appointment TV for me. And then Beverly Hills is the worst show on Bravo. I mean, that show is in the worst creative shape I've ever seen a television show and should be canceled. Horrible. So I'm not thankful for this unfortunate state of the Housewives at the end of 2019.
Your Beverly Hills assessment is absolutely correct. Like Kyle by Aileen too. It needs to shut it down.
That's funny. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Go for it.
Well, how do I follow that? I enjoy all Housewives because it makes me feel better about myself. I don't know. I guess I still like all of them. I'm still tuning in.
You're so positive.
I
love
know.
that.
I try to be. I guess, gosh, if I watch something for an hour, I'm going to be like, that was pretty good. I liked it. So I really am just thankful for television.
I'm so the opposite. I go out and rant on myself. I can't believe I wasted all this time watching that. That was awful. I'm never watching that again. And then the next week it's back.
Right. I know. Yeah. I'm the same way. I mean, I don't hate it, but okay. Well, I guess I'm over Tom Tom. I'm over the Toms, like in their restaurant.
Okay, yeah.
But I know that's not a television show. I'm just saying, I guess I'm over them on Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah.
These two boys are just bugging. I don't know.
Not into it.
Not into it. But will I tune in? Absolutely.
Go for it.
The shows that I am not thankful for, I have not seen either of them. But I'm not thankful for having to hear about. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm not thankful
get that.
for This Is Us and Stranger Things.
Okay. Because I'm gonna back you up.
Like,
I'm here.
This
to
Is
back
Us.
you up.
This ain't me. No. I love Mandy Moore. She made me want to get a VW bug based on her music video Candy. Which when I had to look back at favorite music artists, I had to look going back If you guys want to see a dark time, look at your Spotify playlist from like the year and you can see how depressed you are. That was a not fun trip for prep for this show. I love Mandy Moore. The show looks so depressing. I watched like that one episode after the Super Bowl, and the guy, the hot guy who played in American Crime Story, and he killed.
You mean Gilmore Girls?
And he stepped on the pet gecko. Spoiler alert, but it was 4 years ago. No, it's just so depressing. And Stranger Things, everyone's dressed up as a Halloween costume that I don't understand.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a girl with lights around her, and it's
here's
like
the thing:
a vagina flower. No,
I say unpopular opinions found here on this podcast. This Is Us is not a bad show, but I just had to drop it because it was just too much for me and it was boring. But that Stranger Things show, I cannot connect with that. I can't connect with those kids. I don't know who those younger actors are. I don't enjoy them. They're on everything and they're everywhere. And it's like one of those culture things where everyone just assumes that everybody watches and about Ships Ahoy and all this. I don't know what any of this is. Don't assume that I watch this show because it's not my kind of thing.
No.
I don't know what they even mean by the upside down.
And I get so excited when somebody says Millie Bobby Brown because all I hear is Bobby Brown. I'm like, oh my God, Bobby Brown. And then I'm like, oh, it's this girl? No.
It's a commitment. And this is what I like about Stranger Things. I like the opening, the score. I like the song.
Okay,
that's it.
Okay.
Oh, well, I can appreciate a good theme, so I can probably
it was
get
a great
behind
theme.
That. Yeah,
it's a little catchy.
I like the little special powers and stuff and whatever. I don't really remember it, but I did not hate it. And I do remember there was like a regular world and then the other world, and
I'm already lost.
Yes, exactly. I'm like, am I sexy in the next world? That's all I care about. That's all
exactly. I mean, my life has been upside down all of 2019. I'm not looking for anything extra like that. I don't even know what it is.
Extraterrestrial.
Oh, please, no. I'm just trying to hang on to get to the new year. Really, you have no idea.
If I want to see a special plant, I'll watch Little Shop of Horrors. I don't need to see your weird vagina starfish looking plant. No.
Guys,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Demagoga, it sounds like whatever. It's not for me. Anyway, sorry.
Erika, it's your turn.
Okay, so many things. Okay, so first and foremost, I mentioned this earlier, I am so not thankful for Basketball Wives. It's just like nobody's really married to they're not even sleeping with basketball players at this point anymore. I don't know their relevance. I'm kind of drained with Love and Hip Hop as well. I'm not feeling it. And I don't know, maybe it's too much security for the fights, but it's just it's not what it used to be. So you said 90 Day Fiance. So along that same genre, I started loving Love After Lockup. Basically, they had 2 seasons that was just one long 40-episode season because they couldn't figure out what they were doing.
Is it the same people?
Well, it was like different people. So I don't know why they said it was the same season. It was just very strange. But now they're bringing back some of the people we actually liked from before for Life After Lockup. So I am grateful that they're coming back because...
You make me want to watch it.
Yeah, because this season there were so many people who were like, I really want to date prisoners, which just was like, okay, now back down. Now you just look like a psychopath now, and they just seemed like there was something really wrong with them. But the other people where, you might just want to go to prisoners.com and take a looky look and send a letter, and love can develop. But yeah, so I am sadly, and as much as I love 90 Day Fiance, I do feel like I am... some of the spinoffs, I'm like, oh my God, another 90 Day Fiance show. But the one where I'm 50-50 on the one where they go to 90 Day Fiance the other way, because I was like very excited to see Americans in another country. But then it's like, if you're going to go and move to a Muslim country, I feel like you should Google it on the 13-hour flight before you get there. Exactly. So like now when they get there, oh my God, I can't wear my leather jacket. I can't show my tits. Like, what? Why didn't you look at this before you decided to totally relocate your life and, get rid of your retirement?
Right.
Now I feel like, okay, you're making Americans look like idiots. So,
I think 90 Day Fiance is sadder than This Is Us.
Oh, yeah.
It's my 73-year-old dad's like favorite show where he will call me during the commercial breaks, and I watched it for him. It's too sad. And I love trash reality. It's too sad.
I want to move on to music or artists that we are not thankful for in 2019. And this is going to prove that I really am an awful person because everybody falls out over that Pentatonics, the a cappella group. They love them so much. And then now, like I said, I've been listening to Christmas music. So it's almost impossible to listen to any type of contemporary Christmas music that doesn't include them. Any type of playlist, they're all over it. They're performing at the tree lighting. I'm sure they'll have a whole float at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. You can't escape them, and people just love them. So the minute you say, I don't like them, people go crazy because they think that they're so wonderful and great, and they are talented, but I'm awful. And, I need contemporary music. I'm having a very hard time finding contemporary Christmas music that's enjoyable and not necessarily like Bing Crosby or like the original like hymns from like
Gwen
the
Stefani.
English orchestra from the 1800s.
Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton, those are like the only two new Christmas like songs that I've
What
liked.
still holds up?
And I
Blake
don't,
Shelton.
and I'm not a Blake Shelton fan.
You know what still holds up is this Christmas, Christina Aguilera's 2000 Christmas album. Are you familiar with this? That's still pretty good. But that's going that is now, 20 years old?
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is what I'm saying. So, I'm giving a whole dishonorable mention to the entire holiday music industry because I need something that's a little bit more entertaining. And in this age, I can't keep listening to the Britney Spears One Christmas Song, again, from 20 years ago. I need something
Only Wish?
good. Yes.
I really feel like everyone just thinks of Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You, and that NSYNC's Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays is
I burned through that years ago.
Forgotten and shunned. If you want to watch a fun music video on YouTube, please watch it. They had a budget of like, I want to say $87. Gary Coleman is in it in a lime green.
Gary Coleman.
R.I.P. Gary Coleman is in it. There's no explanation for it. He never did like a collab with them. Gary Coleman is in like a lime green like pimp suit. And NSYNC is also dancing with like a bunch of like homeless men. But it's like if you went to community theater and they did like a production of Oliver where they just take like some dirt and like put it on their cheeks.
God,
and then
this
it's
sounds awful.
Gary Coleman and the homeless people
I'm Googling
decorating. It's so great. It is truly so great. And it's such a good, like, catchy song. NSYNC's Home for the Holidays.
Again, music that's over 20 years old. I mean, so I need some new. I know Ariana Grande did put out an album of Christmas music, but
she licked a donut.
I'm still not over it. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. Whatever. I don't know. I need some new Christmas music. Come on. All right. What's next?
Let's see. I guess I will go next.
Yes. Not thankful for in music.
Not thankful for in music would be. I'm not thankful for the whole Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, like doing everything but actually making music at this point, and like okay,
the brands that they've become.
Yeah, like I'm sick of the Barbs and the whatever the Cardi B people are, and then just so much of it is your lives on Instagram. Like so much of it, even to the point that Nicki Minaj has a YouTube show. So I'm like, okay, why are you
and a beats show, or maybe it's
and a
the same
podcast
one.
or whatever, which is like basically like doing celebrity news and talking about people that talked about her on Twitter. I don't know. It's just weird.
That's all she can talk about.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And then Cardi B is like running up on fans like as they're talking about her on the street. Like, oh, I heard you talking about me. Like, wait, Cardi? Like, so like I like actually both of them, but I feel like they're just spiraling out of control in a way that has nothing at all to do with music.
It's a little much.
Put it in your music and maybe I would listen.
I'm so musically challenged. I listen to horror movie soundtracks, so everything you guys are talking about, I feel like I just got an education, so thank you. I'm thankful for that.
And I'm like, does anyone know my thoughts on the Goofy movie soundtrack on Spotify? Well, I will tell you, they've taken off the best songs. They've taken off Trevin Campbell's Eye to Eye and...
Oh my God, I love it.
And it's the best. That soundtrack slaps. I cannot name you like two sentences of a Drake song. I can't.
I am majorly into Kanye.
But I can tell you all about the Goofy movie.
And that's another thing. Kanye, oh my gosh. I'm not thankful for Kanye trying to bring religion into this. We already thought you were crazy. Now, I don't know.
When is Kim gonna leave him?
Yes. Kanye could have fallen into any category on this list.
I totally
exactly.
agree.
Celebrity couple,
He's a transformer.
TV show. Remember the SNL appearance and all that stuff that he keeps doing, and then the Sunday service stuff online, album, song, artist, like. He could have fallen into all these categories.
I'm there with Joel Osteen. No.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, they're crazy.
They're both horrible.
Joel Osteen's awful.
He was one of the people I pretended to press the elevator button for, but I was not pressing the elevator button. I was like,
He didn't help those people when they
during the hurricane. You can't help people to your mega church during the hurricane? No, I can't help you. I'm not going to hold this
because it's
door
a
for you.
church.
Yeah, it's locked. We have equipment in there.
Well, let's wrap this up before we get sued. Let's wrap this up. I love everyone for listening to this podcast. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Tell a friend if they're traveling or if they're not to listen to this episode. It'll break up their travel time and their flights and buses or whatever, because this episode is chock full of good stuff and there's something for everybody. Thank you for everyone for coming and doing this episode with me. My thanks to Tim, Annabelle, and Erika.
Thanks, Grant.
Thank you, Grant, for having us.
Thank you so much.
And there'll be more rants to come, including the big holiday spectacular episode that I do every year, the Christmas episode of Grants Rants. I can't wait.
I want you to do a Grant's least favorite list. That's what I want.
Of what? Like of just...
I want you to do an opposite of Oprah. Like...
Oh, my least favorite.
The 81 items.
Yes.
Oh.
Because that's what you're so
My
good.
wheels are turning like so fast right now. I'm going through so many
I would pay a Patreon, whatever Oprah level money you'd spend to like a lint roller, like 50, whatever it is. I would pay it for your least favorite list.
But it has to be 81 items.
Oh, well, then I need to start like now to do this
I
episode
feel like you
next
could think
year.
of 81 things you don't like in 2 minutes.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Me starting with number 1.
All right. Oh my God, the wheels are turning. Like, you know me and my, whatever. I'm a mess right now. Anyway, let's get out of here, kids. Thanks for listening and happy Thanksgiving. Woohoo!
Woo! Thank you. That was fun. Thank you.
This has been Grants Rants. Support the rants on Patreon at patreon.com/Grants Rants. Follow Grant on Twitter and Instagram at It's Grants Rants. Cover art created by Howie Rone. Voiceover by Aw Yeah! Original theme music by Alexander Arntzen. The Grant Michael Collection.